What is one of the staples in the United States of America? Barbecue, everybody. 250 years of anniversary United States of America. We love our barbecue in Oklahoma and Texas and all over the United States. What's on the menu today, everybody? Baby back ribs. I'm going to show you my little secret recipe of seasonings and how to cook these ribs and how they turn out. So let's put these ribs aside, everybody, and let's get started on our delicious seasoning that I have come up with over the years that's absolutely fantastic on all of your chicken, ribs, pork butt, just about everything. And right, you can't see my face right now because we want you to see what goes into this recipe, everybody. So bear with me, but the first one that we're going to use, and we've shown this on a couple of our videos, everybody. First one, we're going to use brown sugar. And look, don't be stingy with the brown sugar, everybody. Don't be stingy, because you can always reuse this seasoning on anything. And we got 2 racks of ribs to do, so it's going to take quite a bit of brown sugar. If you need to add some more, you can add some more. That is your staple right there. That's the base of this seasoning, guys. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to throw down about 1/2 tablespoon of cumin. Let's do the cumin. Right there, everybody, ground cumin. You got to have this in your ribs, everyone. So let's get this thing, if we can get this thing to come off here. Just punch a little hole. It's brand new. Oh, you gotta love it. Let's throw that away, everybody. So I'm gonna say probably with this much, we're about probably 4 cups of brown sugar, everybody, to give you an idea how much that is. And we're gonna do about 1/2 tablespoon of cumin, everybody. If you need to add some more, you can do the smell test when you're done mixing all this up, and it will definitely tell you if you need some more. So right now we're going to do we got some garlic. We're going to do about, not very much. Not 1/2 tablespoon, but how about 1/2 tablespoon, right? So now we got a lot going on here. So we're going to do about 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, guys, and then and gals and all of my fellow foodies, and about the same on onion powder. About the same on onion powder. Now our next thing, pepper, everybody. Got to have some pepper in here with this seasoning. And then we're going to show you, we're about the same, close to about 1 tablespoon of pepper, everybody. Get this put up. And we're going to, let's put the lids on these bad boys. You know, we want to keep the flies and all that stuff out of them. Although it's a little bit cooler of a day today, so we don't really have to worry about it. Now, our next ingredient, guys, Head Country seasoning. Head Country seasoning. I use the original championship seasoning. I've used this for a long, long time. It saves you a ton of work. And we're probably going to use, let's start out with, here's a tablespoon. We're going to have a lot more than that. There's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's say about 6 tablespoons. This is what it should kind of look like right now, guys. And then we're going to take our whisk, and we're going to whisk all of this delicious seasoning up, everybody. I wasn't in one of my videos. I didn't really show it that good. We're going to come around and I'm going to show you this seasoning. Now, you can, with this, you want to make sure you get that brown sugar and that head country and all those seasonings mixed in really, really good. Now you can do on the cumin, if you don't think you have enough cumin, do the smell test, guys. If you can't smell it, you don't have enough. So just add a little bit at a time. And you saw kind of what I put in there. So this is about what it should look like. Let me come over and show you. This is about what your seasoning mix should look like. This will solidify onto the ribs and stick to the ribs and creates a delicious flavor and crust at the end on these smoked ribs. So let's go around here. We've got our seasoning made up. Now we really, everybody, we need to prepare our ribs. Now we've got our baby back sitting here, everybody, and there's a lot of people that do this differently. Technically, you should just kind of cross-cut this membrane on the back of this rib. It just makes them easier. I usually don't do this, but Big Bass Jack, our son, said, "Hey, Dad, try cross-cutting that membrane." I haven't done it for years and years and years, but let's go ahead and do this. We're going to cross-cut the membrane on these baby back ribs, guys. Now, you can trim these ribs if you want. I don't suggest trimming them because all the meat is so delicious, everybody. So let's get that cross-cut. Sometimes you trim off a big end right here. Let's get this membrane cross-cut, everybody. So we're going to cross-cut this membrane some more. That'll make it actually a little bit easier when you're cutting these ribs, when these ribs are cooking, everybody. And what's the next thing that we got to do? We got to add a binder. And we're using mustard today. You can use mayonnaise, as Big Bass suggests. Mayonnaise is also a good one. But we're going to do here, what should we take off all this fat and all that? No, because that's just delicious meat that's going to smoke inside that smoker and give it a fantastic, fantastic flavor, everybody. So let's add some mustard. Make sure, everybody, wash your hands. Wash your hands anytime you're done handling your meat. Don't cross-contaminate. I've got some stuff here for, what is it? What do they call that? Anyway, hand sanitizer. So we're gonna put some mustard on these. You don't need a whole lot, guys. And we're gonna take our hands here, and we're gonna got to shoo the flies away. And we're gonna use this as kind of a binder on the ribs, everybody. This mustard, as it's cooking in these ribs solidify and everything, you won't taste the mustard on these ribs. So we've got our mustard on there, and now we need to put our goodness seasoning on. Now, what's great about this seasoning that I have mixed up, everybody, is I like to, usually, I like to shoo those flies away. But I like to season my ribs and then wrap them in foil, put them on overnight. It just allows all those delicious seasonings in there to get into the ribs. But everybody, we don't have to do that with this rub. That's what's so great about this rub that I have developed, that it will, if you let it sit for a little bit, maybe an hour, maybe two, in some foil, it will come out absolutely fabulous. Now just pat down your ribs with the seasoning mixture, everybody. And be generous with it. Don't be scared to get that on there, but pat it down. You don't want to rub it. Rubbing it makes it terrible, everybody. Everybody calls it a rub because they think you should rub it, right? So we're not doing the rub. We're doing the pat, everybody. So we got to get some more on here. We got to shoo these flies around, as they come in, guys. And, they're gonna. I mean, why would you, if you were a fly, would you not want some of this? I promise you, you will. So let's put a little bit more right here. And then we're going to flip these things over. And we're going to pat some more. Make sure you get all that delicious rub on these ribs, everybody. Get it on the edges. You can even take a little bit right here like this. Put it right here on the edges. Take your hand, bring it up, get it on the edges of these baby backs, everyone. Then we're going to flip these over, and we're going to do the backside. And you know, you don't have to do the backside of the rib, but it just gives that delicious barky flavor on the backside. So let's go ahead and flip these over. And you're going to have a little bit of your rub pop off of there, guys. You don't have to worry about that too much because you put so much on there. So we got some dirty hands here, but being that we're not going to have to worry about touching any cooked food, we will run our hands down here shortly and get them all cleaned up. So we're going to put a little bit of this rub on here, everybody. And see right here, we need to make sure we get some of the rub on that, and just put you a little bit right there, put you a little bit more right there, and let me get this. We're going to have just about enough, everybody, for these ribs, but you want to make sure you get as much of this rub onto your baby backs, everybody, because that is the secret to these delicious baby backs. Now you're gonna get a little messy here. Just remember that. So pat that in there. I'm not putting any binder on the backside. Everybody don't really need to on the backside of these ribs because this will actually stick. Get away, flies, get away. We're going to get this all spread out right here. And while our fire heats up, guys, and our smoker comes up to temperature, we're going to set these in a cool refrigerator, let all this solidify before we put it on and start smoking. So as we would call it in the barbecuers world, everybody, we are puffing smoke. Our smoker's up to temperature. It's time to put the ribs on, everybody. And then we're going to get in that. And then we're going to eat some ribs. So let's get these ribs on, everybody. This is about what these ribs should look like when you pull them out of the fridge. They should look just about like that, just absolutely beautiful. These are going to turn out really, really good. And guys, we're going to go ahead and put them on the smoker. I am using the 2-1 method, everybody. We're going to smoke these heavily for about 2 hours. We're going to pull them out. We're going to wrap them in foil, or you can wrap them in butcher block paper. Add a little bit of fluid in there with them. Wrap them up, cook them about another 2 hours. Pull them off, cook them another hour opened up so everything crusts up and is beautiful, everybody. I'm excited about these and you should be too. Let's get them going. Let's shut that lid. Let's slow this smoker down to about 200 degrees, everybody, is where we want it, because we want plenty of smoke ring on these baby back ribs, everyone. There's only one thing left to do, everybody. Crack a beer, take a sip. Cheers, my fellow foodies. Let these ribs cook and come back. Now, everybody, while those ribs are cooking, we had to make a run to the store. Little bonus, sweet corn and hot links back there, guys. We're going to throw some extra stuff on this fire. Don't waste a fire. Add whatever you want. We're having a blast. We're having fun. Sweet corn, hot links, barbecue ribs, coleslaw. It's all good. Now, what we're going to do with these hot links, everybody, is we are going to slice right through them just a little bit. And the reason why we do that is because these will actually take on more smoke as they're cooking, everybody. So we're just going to take them and slice them just about like that. And as they're cooking, they will open up. You don't have to do the whole hot link all the way around, everybody. But I kind of like to just switch it up just a little bit with these hot links. But you don't have to make a huge cut on these, everyone. Just a little slice, and they'll open right up, just like smoked bologna, everyone. So we'll do that on these, and these always turn out fantastic. Now, my favorite, and you're going to laugh at me, my favorite hot link is Bar S, and the reason why is because I take these, they have a decent flavor, and I take these, and we get smoke on them, we got sauce on them, and they come out fantastic. So you can take a subpar piece of meat, and if you cook it right, it's amazing. Oh, it's all looking fantastic, everybody. Our hot links are doing great. As you saw, I sliced into them just a little bit. It's taking in that smoke on these hot links. Our corn's doing fantastic. Let's pull these ribs out. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, everybody, there's going to be lots of juices in these. So be very careful when you pull these things out, not to burn yourself. So let's scoot that down just a little bit. Now, one thing you got to watch is the more that this meat pulls back from the bone, the more done they are. So you got to watch that. You don't want them to be overdone, because when you get them overdone, everybody, they will fall completely apart on you, and you don't want that. You want them just enough where when you bite into them, they pull right off, but not fall off the bone, everybody. And remember that the smaller the racks, the more likely they are to cook a little bit faster. But now we're going to put these things on and let them tighten up and crisp up and pull back a little bit. Our corn's still doing great. Great temperatures. Great looking sausage, everybody. We're almost ready to eat. Now remember, you guys, you can actually, if you want to brush these with some sauce, you can go ahead and brush them with your favorite barbecue sauce and let them sit in here for another hour, and all that will come together. But I like to keep them like this. No sauce. Taste the food. Taste the meat. If you want to add sauce later, you can do that. But hey, it's all good. Do it like you like to do it, everyone. Well, everybody, our ribs are ready to come off of the smoker. Our hot links, our corn, and what is next? It's time to eat. So let's pull these things off, everybody. Well, everybody, other than gold and silver, I do believe cooking is one of my favorite things to do of all time. I've been doing it for years and years and years, even before I started stacking silver and gold, everybody. But if you look right here, you can see we're starting to pull away. You don't want that meat to pull way off of these bones, or you're going to have ribs that just completely fall apart. You want them to look about like that, and you can do the test right there. If they just fall completely off, you've overcooked these ribs. We don't want to do that. Let's pull these bad boys off. It is time to cut these. You want these ribs to rest just a little bit, everybody. You want them to rest for about 15 to 20 minutes. Let's throw our corn on here. Our corn's coming apart. That's a good sign that it's ready to go also. Yes, it's perfect, everybody. So let's pull the corn off. Oh, wait. We're short a hot link, everybody. What happened? We're short a hot link. Well, I'll tell you what happened. I ate one. So it's just the way it is, just the way I am. Everybody, let's get to cutting and eating. Now what we want to do here, everybody, is we want to let these ribs set for about 15 minutes. They'll still be good and hot, ready to eat, everybody, but we want all of that meat to pull together, and then we cut them. And I don't use just a regular knife, everybody. I use an electric knife because it just cuts a very, very clean cut on the ribs. Done, corn's done, all the food's done. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. Let's get this channel going, everybody. Guess what it's time to do?
Let's eat.